Divya from the Hereford County Student Wellness Center, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make one of my favorite snacks, fresh zucchini and squash spears. But before we get started, I want to make sure you guys have an adult that can help you in the kitchen today. So now we're going to gather all our supplies. You're going to need a sharp knife, a cutting board, some paper towels, and of course, a zucchini and a squash. But before we get started with any of that, we need to make sure we wash our hands really well. We want to make sure we get scrubbing in between our fingers, underneath our nails, and underneath any jewelry or watches you might be wearing. You don't want any of those icky germs that might be on your hands getting on the food you're about to eat. And also, don't forget to wash your produce. But remember, we don't use soap when we wash our produce. We just run it under cold water and scrub off any dirt or dust that might be on the produce. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so now that our hands are clean and our produce is washed, I want you guys to take a paper towel and get it slightly damp under the sink, and we're going to put it underneath our cutting board to make sure it doesn't slide around on the counter when we're using it. Okay, so when we get ready to grab our knife, we want to hold it firmly by the handle with our thumb and first finger just pinching the base of the blade. This gives you really good control and handle of the blade. When you want to start cutting, you want to make sure you're rocking the knife back and forth in a fluid motion. We don't want to be chopping up and down, and we actually don't want the blade to ever leave the cutting board if possible. This is the safest way to cut. So when you want to start cutting your zucchini or your squash, the first thing we're going to do is cut off both ends. So make sure you grab your bear claw, curl your fingers under, and then we're going to rock nice and smooth. And same with the other end with your bear claw. We're going to rock the blade nice and smooth. And now that both ends are cut off, I like to cut it down the middle just once, and it makes it a lot more easy to handle now that it's in a smaller piece. A big thing when you're cutting any kind of produce, you want to make sure that you have a smooth side touching the cutting board so that way it doesn't roll. So right now it's really unstable and there's a chance the knife could slip and we could cut ourselves. So I like to stand it on its edge just a little bit with our bear claw, then we're going to slice right down the middle, nice and slow, to give us this nice flat edge. And once that edge is down on the cutting board, it'll be a lot easier to cut them into the shape that we want. So today's snack are zucchini and squash spears. So I'm going to turn them sideways like this, and with my bear claw, I'm going to hold them, and I'm just going to slice nice and smooth down the length of the zucchini. Now you can make these spears as thick or as thin as you want. It's up to your personal preference. So then we're going to do the same thing with this side. Nice, smooth motions with the knife. Taking it nice and slow so we have control the entire time. And make sure your hands are always in that bear claw. We don't want our fingertips out because that's risky. We want them curled under so that the knife can never actually hurt us. And there you have it. Here is our squash spears that I cut earlier, and here are your zucchini spears. All right, and there we have it. Here's our finished product. We've got our squash spears that are the yellow up here, and our zucchini spears down here. And I added a little side of ranch because I just love my veggies with ranch. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this little snack demo today, and I want to see you guys try it, and let me know in the comments below how much you enjoyed this. Thanks!